Doing a little bit of live streaming tonight from the headquarters of the Vegan Zombie. We have our Monday Night Live. Sounds interesting, doesn't it? What will happen tonight in our live stream? Only you will find out if you watch the live stream, whether it's live or after. Most people that watch this after the fact get to hear the beginning because not everybody's on when I first start, so kind of how it works. Hi Trini, I was just talking to you. And Linda, how is the hailstorm coming out there in Oklahoma City? I hear it hailed pretty bad out there, like you could have ice cubes for a week. Hi Elle, Rue, you like the shirt? I made it myself. Vegan for the animals, health, and earth. Goodbye, cruelty. Yes. So how's everyone doing tonight? I tried to get Cesar on tonight, and he didn't get back to me in time. So we don't have a guest for tonight. The storm's over already. They come and go so fast, don't they? It was nice out here today. People were mowing their lawns, but now it's cold again. I was just outside for a little while with the pups. I'm good. I still got that cough. But other than that, You said to ask the Vegan Zombie to show up, but he didn't listen. Not reliable. All right, we won't have him on the show. So earlier, if you guys noticed, I did a unboxing live on the main channel. So we unboxed the vegan cuts and the vegan essentials, vitamins, and then we talked for a little bit. It was fun. And I also stated on there that I think that when I have guests on the show, I'll probably try to live stream over on that channel and see how that works out. I think more people would see it on that channel. Yeah, for my immunity juice, I usually juice turmeric root, ginger, and like a carrot or something. Some lemon or orange. I snacked on a bag of mandarins last night. They're good. Seriously? You saw someone fishing with a gas mask. Animal abusers never let up. Yeah, like seriously, you can't like just leave the fish alone. You have to go out there and wear a gas mask. Happy holidays. What's the holiday today? 420? It's windy night in the Windy City. It's not windy here tonight, but it is chilly. Am I celebrating? I don't know. What's the holiday? I'm not celebrating anything. You know, Wahida, that's a very similar story to why John went vegan. Part of his vegan story, at least, he tells it in one of his videos. Actually, a video on this channel, or no? Is it on my other channel? It might be. I think it's on this channel. You're gonna summon Bloody Mary tonight? That sounds fun. That sounds like a fun thing to do. I'm sorry, I didn't get around to... I did clean off the desk and try to get it all situated, so I might do it later, but I didn't get around to digitizing the VHS tape yet. So I'll get around to it soon. Sooner than later. Good luck on that, everybody's saying. Yeah, I hate when I get stuff like that showing up on my feed. I usually go into the settings and say I don't want to see any more like this. Mary still owes you $5. Bloody Mary? Oh, and I know people asked me this before about Ozark, and I thought that I only watched season 1 and half of season 2, but I actually watched season 1 and 2. So last night I started season 3 of Ozark. So it's a pretty good show. Oops, I didn't capitalize Monday. There we go. So that'll probably update for you. All right. How's Rachel's job? She's working now, so it's going. She still says that the hospital's pretty empty. Carrie was on Facebook. What were you doing? Why would you be on Facebook? We're on YouTube. And one of you guys confirmed to me today that yes, so that's half of the vegan YouTube house is not vegan anymore. So unfortunately, you guys were right last night, which is weird because she just posted the video today. The OA for you and the OA. I'm not done with you yet. I'm on season 2 of you. Lindsay changed her username. Oh, yeah. I don't recognize that. I recognize the picture. Yeah, Mojita. She's not vegan anymore. I did hear that the ventilators were doing more harm than good. Yeah, it's kind of crazy. You're hearing all this stuff, but nobody's at the hospitals. My friend said he had a friend that was down at the Javits Center down in New York, empty. But yet New York's supposed to have a higher rate than even the country of China, so it's just kind of weird. Vegan booty gains? Nice. What did I do today? I did a bunch of push-ups today. Might do some pull-ups too, but I already got my push-ups in. Oh, that's how you guys knew it was on the podcast. Yeah. Which is, yeah. Who is Eden? Eden was at the vegan YouTube house with us 2 years ago. Mrs. Nightmare. My parents are doing good. Yeah. My mom was the only one that was feeling sick. My dad was fine the whole time, but my mom's doing better now. Sleep paralysis can be pretty scary. Linda took some pictures of the severe storm. Yeah, I saw one of your pictures on your Insta. Kika says the hospital I work at is full. I've been getting called for extra shifts, and I'm like, no, thank you. Is it like the COVID unit, or is it just people that are sick? Am I going to get the COVID-19 shot when... No, I'm not. I don't get the flu shot either. I don't think I need it. I think I got a pretty strong immune system. And the survival rate is pretty high. Jim, I also read that. Like 30% or 33% or something like that of the COVID tests are inaccurate. Do I think it's possible that I have it or had it? Yeah, I did think about that. Like it is, I guess if there's a 70 or a 30% chance for error, it's possible. I mean, anything's really possible. So, which, I mean, hey, if that's the case and I'm over it, then like I've built up some antibodies. So, either way, it's kind of a win-win. Unless I die, then it's a win-lose or a lose-lose. Well, why are a lot of the YouTube house people not vegan anymore? Well, I think it's because they never were vegan in the first place. They were just plant-based. A couple of them saw, and I'm not trying to talk bad. I'm just saying how it is. And like, I noticed it from the first day that I was there, what everybody was talking about. And, and I kind of called it. I didn't think Eden was going to not be vegan. But yeah, Ravana and Raw Alignment, they're not vegan anymore, and that didn't surprise any of us. So you're gonna go get the antibody test, Stacy? Well, they're doing something. They're looking for volunteers. They're going to send a little kit to people's houses, and they're looking for several volunteers that have not been tested positive. They want to get those antibodies. They want to get the blood results from do it at home, your test or whatever. My sister actually sent me the article, and they want to see how many people actually did have it that didn't know they had it. So I was thinking the same thing. Brian needs some help getting some people on this one. Yeah, I wasn't even first choice. I was last minute. I was last minute choice. And I said yes immediately, but actually it was they were going to pick Joseph Lincoln, and he couldn't make it, and he canceled. And last minute, Craig said, well, what about, Vegan Zombie? He would do it. So Brian reached out to me and said, hey, man, I know this is wicked short notice, but would you? And I'm like, yep, I'll do it. So, and I didn't know Brian either. I did meet him the year before. I met him at Eat Drink Vegan, but like it was like that really, really quick. And there was a bunch of us, and we all took a group photo. I think I was with Cesar, and everybody wanted to take a group photo. And Brian was there, so it was like a quick, like, oh, hi, and that was it. So I didn't really know. I didn't know him, but I did encounter him before, so. Yeah, a lot of them could just be plant-based. You challenged me to a mango eating contest. I don't like to eat till I'm like so full, so I don't know if I would do like eating contests. If you notice that in Craig's video where we did the pizza eating contest, I was like, oh, I'm hungry. I'm going to eat some pizza until I'm full, not until I feel like I'm going to throw up. But I did not win that competition. But I enjoyed my pizza. Why wasn't vegan gains? I don't know. I don't know how the invite process went. Like, I think Brian just invited a few. I had nothing to do with any of the process, so I don't know. Brian Turner. Tell us about Vegan YouTube House. Well, Brian was the one that started it, and he used to do YouTube houses before he was vegan. He's been vegan 4 or 5 years, I think now, and so he would get like a bunch of YouTubers together and they'd have a house. But so it was not last year. We skipped last year and we did the year before that. And he decided he wanted an all vegan YouTube house. So he picked, it was 6 people all together. It turned out to be more than 6 people, but it was supposed to be 6 people all together. And then he basically just wrote up, some pretty simple rules, and just different vegan YouTubers get together. We all pitched in money for an Airbnb. It was a really nice Airbnb in Hollywood. But between all 6 of us, the amount of money we each paid to be part of this, we were able to get a pretty nice Airbnb. I was the last one, so I kind of slept on the floor every night, except for the last 2 nights, Craig let me sleep in the bed and he slept on the floor. Ravana was only there for 2 days and then she left. She had to go somewhere else. And then Raw Alignment brought her boyfriend, which was in the rules. We weren't supposed to do that, but we were all cool with it. So he was there too. So for a minute there was 7 of us, and then it turned back into 6 of us. And yeah, we would go. And this is when I was on the Esselstyn diet. So when we went out to dinner and stuff, like I couldn't eat, all the good stuff that I normally do when I was out there. And I had already been doing it for like a week or two, and I didn't I didn't want to lose everything I worked towards doing, because I was trying to see if it made a difference for my blood work when I was doing it. So I stuck true to it. So while I was out there, I didn't eat at all the restaurants like everybody did, all the stuff. But we did go to places like Sun Cafe where they had food that I could eat. I'm forgetting the name of what I ate there. Anyway, maybe it'll come to me later. Anyway, we had a lot of fun. So each day, I think we were there for 6 days total, and each day would be a different person's turn to make a YouTube video of you had to include everybody in the house there. And your video would go up in a playlist in Brian Turner's playlist that he made for the YouTube house. So one day it would be him, one day it would be Ravana, one day I think Ravana had to go first because she was only there for 2 days. And then my day was the day that we all went to Eat Drink Vegan. So I just kind of captured the entire event, and it was a really long video that I put together. So I almost didn't get it done in time for that day to drop the video. So as soon as we got home, I went to editing like all night for that video. It's like a 22-minute video or something. But we had a lot of fun. We were right out there by the Hollywood Walk of Fame, and on one of the days I went to the gym with Brian and Stephanie. We went to LA Fitness there. I worked out with him. Yeah, what else did we? We went grocery shopping a bunch of times with everybody. We made food in the house. I did videos with like each of them. Like I did a collab video. I did one with Ravana. I did one with Brian. I don't think I did one with Craig because I live right near Craig, so didn't have to do that. Well, no, I I don't think my video didn't get like good view. When I say good views, that would be like the video I did about one of them not being vegan anymore. That one got like 100,000 views. So for me, that would be good views. So no, I don't think my video didn't really get good views. It got okay views, I guess. Let me just pull it up here. I only had to do one video with everybody in it, but I did other vlogs too. So like I did like a day in the life of the YouTube house vlogs last day. So I've got a bunch of but they did like normal, like one of them got like 3,400 views, which is just like not very good. But the other one got 9,000 views, and that was okay. But where's my first vegan YouTube house? So Brian's got like 30,000. Yeah, the one that I did on raw alignment got 104,000. So that would be good. But why can't I find my YouTube house? Oh, there's Eden's. Here, let me just click on it. I hope it doesn't get all loud here, but let me turn it down. Let me just show you, like, this was our intro. I'm going to show you this because I wanna. So the first thing we did when we got in this house is we just filmed something quick for an intro that we had to put at the beginning of each of our videos when we did it. So I'm just going to show you really quick. Not that one, not that one, maybe I'm not going to show you. Hold on. Wait, maybe, is it this? I think it is this one. Nope. Did I mess? Oh, there we go. You guys all know who that is, right? That's No Egg Craig. I don't know if I can use the music in this one, so I'm not going to put the music on. If you guys want to see that, you can go check it out yourself. But this is what we came up with for the intro here. So that's No Egg Craig. That's Addison. I don't know who that dude is. There's Chelsea. Chelsea is still vegan. And Stephanie. Stephanie is still vegan. She is not vegan. And neither is she. So that was our... And there's Brian. Brian Turner. Brian is vegan. And there we are. There's like, what? There's like 8 of us there. Wait, why is there... Maybe it was 7 of us. This is right out in Hollywood. Whose video? Is this my video or their? This is not my video. Oh, this is Eden's video. All right, so let me just click off of this because I want to find it. It's in a playlist. Wait, YouTube. Okay, here's the playlist. Okay, so I can find the one we're looking for. Mine. Oh, one of them's private. Which one's private? YouTube house. Let me see. A day in the YouTube house. Elise. Naturally Stephanie. Alright, here's mine. And then Craig's too. Let me see what mine got. So oh yeah, it got okay views, I guess. It got 10,000 views. Which, being with a bunch of other big YouTubers, I thought it would get like more than that, but okay, it didn't. But this is the YouTube house. I don't know if you guys cool with this? This is so cringe, yeah. All right, so this was the house. The house was pretty nice here. I don't know what I'm saying, but let me see. Brian's making some food. Craig's making some food. We went to Eat, Drink, Vegan. Let's see. There's Cesar. And there's that's the lady that owns Yogurt. There's Cesar. And Darby. And then she just went over and introduced us to Kat Von D. So we were supposed to grab a bunch of footage so we could all be in this video. So I had to have everybody in the video from the YouTube house. All the while, there was nothing for me to eat here because I was on, you know, I was on the Esselstyn Diet. And it wasn't until the very end when I found something that was like, it was like raw vegan or something. And it was down here near the end. It was something that I could have. And there's Craig. Actually, I can play the music for this one because it's my video. Do you guys want to see some of that, or do you guys want to just wait and watch it on your own? Was I like the dad of that? Well, I think that a couple of them thought that they were, I forgot who, it might have been, was it, maybe it was Eden. I think she thought she was the oldest, but I was by far the oldest one there. So I don't think that they expected that, but that's okay with me. Is Craig here right now? Here, let me put this on and I'll show you some like parts. Oh, and I met my friend who is a MMA fighter. Is she in this? Oh yeah, she is. Oh, and look. Okay, hold on. We'll watch some more of this.
You gotta teach them how to wrap burritos, but yeah.
Yeah.
Hold on a second. There. It's a little bit smaller to see me. I don't want to block it all. And this is my friend Elba Parrish. She makes awesome t-shirts, and I really like, hold on, that's pretty loud. Let me turn that way down. Okay. That's Elba. I love that. The E.T., but it's like a Back to the Future. That's awesome. But it's like a little piggy right there. So we both have E.T. inspired shirts. This is at the Rose Bowl. Is this too loud, by the way? I got to turn way down. I don't know why I don't have that shirt. I don't know if that was the design she had on the board or if she actually ended up making a shirt with that. But I have the Future is Vegan shirt that she had and a couple of the other ones. Not loud. Okay, good. Okay, so she's a badass. She's an MMA fighter, UFC fighter, and Ashley Evans Smith. And she started following me, and I was like, oh, that's awesome, you're vegan and everything. And I saw her there, and
Hey, Ashley Evans Smith, UFC fighter here. Eat, drink vegan for the first time, having an awesome time. So happy I ran into the vegan zombie.
Vegan power. Go follow her on Instagram. I watch your Instagram stories.
Yep.
okay. So anyway, that's who else? Who am I hugging over here? She is the owner of Pomodoro and Basilica, which is over in London, I think. So she makes all this from scratch, even the buns.
Right here, all the way from UK, London.
Yep, London.
We have the good, the bad,
And the bread.
the good, the bad.
So she makes all those buns, like the black bun, the yellow one, and then the regular colored one.
The bread. We'll get a fresh one. So tell me, what do we have here?
So we have the bread burger. It's homemade turmeric bread bun.
Anyway, you guys can watch these videos if you want. There's Vinny Vegan, Cesar, There's Christelle. She, if you guys are looking into like makeup or beauty products, she's awesome for that. Vegan makeup share. And this is her boyfriend Johnny. Sid Vicious.
Vegan makeup share, Johnny, aka Sid Vicious. Awesome.
We're here at Eat and Drink Vegan.
Drink Vegan 2018. I got here at 11. It's 7:30.
This is it. This is the, so I did not eat anything all day, and people were just giving me stuff, and I'm like, oh, thanks, and then I'd give it to somebody else in the YouTube house and film them eating it. So this is something that I could actually eat. It's healthy for your heart disease and type 2 diabetes. Yes.
The only thing I've eaten all day is a banana because I can't eat anything, but I finally found a booth.
Oh, it was so good. I had to get 2 of them. I didn't even care how much it was. It was so good.
I like it. I like the layout. Bigger, more booth, but more spaced out, not congested. We'll see you at the next spot we end up.
Anyway.
What's the highlight for you?
Oh gosh. Honestly, the very first thing.
Oh, this is my friend Mary's brother. He's a magician.
Watch this. Here, you watch the finger hook.
Vegans from Mars, brother.
Doesn't look weird. This one looks weird. Look, see the bend of the finger. Oh, I think I can go further. Oh, wait. It's a trick. It's a trick. Follow my
Herbivorous butcher.
Not a lot. How are ya? Good to see you.
Anyway, guys, you know, you get. Is it good? Yeah. So. Oh, I know the audio went off, guys. I know it went off. I fixed it though. So anyway, yeah, probably missed some of these questions here. Yeah, I need one with no wires. I know. This is the one that I got though. This one right here, because this not only could suffice doing what we're doing right now, but also for my camera. And I just bought. I think did I buy it yesterday? I think I bought it yesterday, and I already told you guys I bought the dummy battery for my old camera, so I can return this one. All right, there we go. Now I won't be yelling because I won't have my ears plugged. What did I eat there? You know, I forgot what it was. It was something with like no oil and not processed. It was pretty good too, especially when you hadn't eaten all day long. You have the same mix for your vegan channel. The same mic. This one? Mic, this one right here? Or the one I'm talking into? The Blue Yeti or this is the newest Rode Video Mic Pro, and it's supposed to be super good, but it wasn't working on my camera, and I ruined a couple videos, and that sucks. This mic right here is $250. This one I'm talking into is about $129. I went live with Brian while I cooked. Did I? Oh yeah, the Rode one. Yeah, it's nice. It's also a USB, and I could use it for this, talking into this live stream. Which I think you can also plug it into your phone and do it that way. Maybe it was sweet potato. Oh, yeah, when I went with Black Metal Chef. Yep. I don't know how she developed SIBO, but I know she was promoting like alkaline water and stuff like that. So Goji Man talks a little bit about that, and you need a little bit of acidity and stuff. You can't be all alkaline like that, or else it's gonna mess up your microbiome. The future is vegan. Yeah, I have that shirt. It's nice because the second somebody sees it and they're like, Back to the Future. Wait, what? Because they think Back to the Future immediately. SIBO is a stomach and gut issue that certain people develop when they don't eat right. Can we do a TikTok dance? I've had TikTok now for a little over a month, but I never envisioned myself doing a dance. But I guess that's really what TikTok is these days, right? Yeah, I thought you were talking about Brian Turner. Yeah, I was cooking with the black metal chef at his I wouldn't even call it an apartment, a little tiny room. And then we went to what did we see? We went and watched Hocus Pocus, I think. Isn't that what we saw? We went and watched Hocus Pocus. And the directors and everybody were there. It was a special Hocus Pocus where everybody that was involved with it was up there talking to us. And I believe they told us the backstory about it and everything too. It was Elle wants to know, has anybody taken a food allergy test where they test your hair? And if they're legit? I have not done that. Oh yeah, he did, didn't he? He put a lot of peppers in there. Well, I was just doing the TikToks I was doing were just like pretty much of my dogs. Yeah, because Kika, my screen printer guy isn't really in full effect right now, so they're not doing anything. And that would be the only way for me to print that. I wouldn't be able to do that one myself with all the colors. I'm like a one color printer. They can test your hair for drugs. What if you gave them one of your dog's hair? Then what? It's like, you've been eating a lot of dog food? No. There's no update right now on another channel. I've got so many channels as it is with the Zeke ASMR channel. That would be nice, but parents are good. Oh yeah, Al, I'm definitely out money. I'm not selling really any t-shirts or beanies or anything like that. Actually nothing from that store is being sold. No, I didn't hear that. Martin Shkreli trying to get out of jail to develop a vaccine for COVID. I didn't know that he had the expertise to do that. I thought he was just an investor in pharmaceuticals and stuff like that, and buying Wu-Tang records. But I did not know that he had the expertise to try to develop a vaccine. But I guess I guess you want to try anything. I guess that would be that would be a just cause if, for him, for everything he went to jail for, to be like, I want to find the cure. Imagine that. Imagine if he was the one that came out and found the cure and did not charge anybody for his redemption. What is my favorite Cure track? When you say track, do you mean just song? They're doing another... I did not know they're doing another Dune remake. I wasn't really into Dune. I wasn't like a Dune dude. Do videos with 100K views help me out? Yes, they do. Unless they're demonetized. Oh yeah, for sure, Zachary. I'm sure that he would. I'm sure pretty much anybody would do whatever they could to get out of prison. How long is he in prison? Was it like a crazy amount of time? Was it 7 years or like 15? Or it's not life, is it? Do I like the bank I use? I have a credit union that my aunt worked at. She retired now, but yeah, I like the credit union, but there's things I can't do. And when I moved out of state for a job, a while back, I needed a bank there because of, I forget why, but it was something work related. I had to open up another bank, so I got that. And no, I'm not happy with it, but I have the account, so I guess I probably don't have like the best. Well, I know I don't have the best bank, but I got a credit union that is okay. That's funny. I heard Wu-Tang Clan last night too. My favorite song by The Cure is also my all-time favorite song from any artist. It's Plain Song by The Cure. And I remember what I was doing when I first heard it. I was at my friend's house when I was probably 14 years old, and we're sitting in his room right outside the kitchen, and we were on, I think he had, a very primitive computer back then, and I had, I was a skateboarder, and if you're a skateboarder, you probably do the same thing. If anybody was a skateboarder, you ever like have like a pencil or a pen and pretend you're like skating on it and stuff? That's what I was doing. I had like my knee up on the chair, and I'm just going like this, and Plain Song was playing, and it's like, you guys that know Plain Song is like, like ups and downs, and I'm just skating to this, and I'm like, wow, I really like this song. And that was it. $7 years. Oh yeah, so he should probably be getting out soon then, because 7 years go by fast when you're not the one in jail. Have I ever had my account compromised? My bank account or my YouTube? No, I've never had either compromised. I did see Tiger King. I do not know anything about a guy in Canada going around shooting people. You like the Faith from Faith and Carnage Visors? There's so many really, really good songs by The Cure, but I think Plain Song takes it for me. I mean, the whole album of Disintegration too, and From the Edge of the Deep Green Sea. I was never into Pixies or Sonic Youth. Burn, I believe that was the song in The Crow. Am I right? Am I wrong? Am I right? Cream. Isn't that in the white room with black curtains at the station? Do I like tattooed girls? If they're nice tattooed girls, yes, of course. But I also like non-tattooed girls, so in Nova Scotia. That's where John's Conscious Life is from, Nova Scotia, right? That's what he said. Yeah, Nova Scotia. Oh no, I didn't know about it. I think didn't somebody say that earlier in a live stream? I don't know any of the details of a shooting there. Aren't they? Don't they not have guns and they're not supposed to have guns in Canada unless you have like a special license. And that happened yesterday or today? That happened today? Because today is the anniversary of the Columbine killings. The first school shooting that got famous with Dylan Klebold. Wow. Is it because of the I'm only reading bits and pieces here. He killed 19 people. Wow. Is it because of the anniversary? Wait a minute. So where did this happen? Yes, I remember where I was when I found out Kurt Cobain died. I was with my friends and we were down by the bank in the small town that I live in. And I was like, oh my God, I can't wait to tell my brother because my brother loved Nirvana. Now I got that beat in my head that cash rules everything around. John, yes, I've seen Queen of the Damned with Aaliyah. Three Measuring Boys is good. That's one of the songs I learned to play on the guitar a long time ago. Nice to know, Parth. The guy was a dentist. So the guy was a dentist and he went on a shooting spree? Oh, yeah. Ice cream. Yeah. Yeah, my friend lived in Canada and had a friend that could have one, but only because he like trained people or something, trained for movies or something. But you need like here you need a license, but there you need like a special license. From what I hear. They were yesterday. Okay. So yesterday was the anniversary of the Waco, Texas, the Oklahoma City bombing, which I talked a little bit about yesterday. Wow. That's crazy. And just people aren't used to that kind of thing in Canada. Yeah, I love Weird Al ever since I was a little kid. Did I think John Candy was funny? Yeah, when I was little, I liked The Great Outdoors. I mean, I've seen other movies he was in, but I think that was the one that I really liked. And of course, Home Alone. Well, they killed the shooter. Okay. You hate horror movies, but like folks here. This is always a good place to come hang out, even if you hate horror movies. Do I no, I don't play the guitar. I try to play the piano, the keyboard. But way back in the day, I picked up the guitar and played a few songs, and then I never stuck with it. My brothers did. My brother really liked, I think I showed my brother Brian how to play Boys Don't Cry. And then he became really good, and he went to school for music theory. He taught John how to play, and my brother can play. He was like in the classical band and everything, so he can play. He's really good at guitar. My other brother's pretty good at guitar too. The shooter was dressed like a cop. Now that can really throw someone off. Wow. Dainty Hottest Pepper Danny. I have such a great memory. Thank you. The Virginia Tech was today too? I didn't know that. Well, this was yesterday though. This is weird that they're all happening around the same time as like the original Columbine killing. A bass. You can play the triangle. Dinner. Yeah, the Cure is awesome. I did a Twitch last week or the week before, and I played a bunch of Cure songs because I wasn't my video's not gonna get monetized anyway. So I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna play a bunch of songs. Hopefully they don't like take the video down. Yeah, The Journey with Steve Perry. Wait, what? Yeah, Bowling for Columbine. Was that Michael Moore? I can't even do air guitar now. Oh, is that on the news? Was that on the news? Why would they? I don't think that he would even put that on the news though. Really? Kim Jong-un is in fragile condition after surgery just now. I would think that he wouldn't want anyone to know. We need more cowbell. Isn't that one with wasn't Will Ferrell and Christopher Walken in that? Trini's good at the tambourine. You got to play the tambourine the next time I see you. Please wake you up. I'll just scream into the microphone. Do I know anyone celebrating? I mean, I'm sure there's a lot of people celebrating. I don't know anyone. I mean, I'm sure I know people that are celebrating, but I don't know of anyone celebrating today. Karaoke? Oh, he had heart surgery. He's pretty young, isn't he? He's younger than me, I think. Not that I'm young, but L, thank you so much for the super chat. I appreciate that. It's on CNN. See, I don't have cable TV. So it's all like I watch my news from like Netflix. So I only know what's happening in like the first few episodes of the Ozarks right now, and that's not very current. He's 36. Yeah, he's pretty young. Yeah, well, that's what happens when you eat very poorly. You're thinking about doing live streams and podcasts. You know, all you really need is, I mean, you could do it from like an iPhone or a smartphone or something. I use the Blue Yeti microphone right here, which is a good microphone. But like you said, if you have this microphone right here, that should work real good. And like I said, I think you can plug this right into, if you get an adapter, right into your phone. What I'm trying to get, and I already got one, but I had to return it because it just, it was like a cheap one, like a $20 one. Just, don't get a $20 one, but like a little microphone arm that'll come up. So, in case I do like hit the table, you hear that. People don't like to hear that. So instead of that, you can just have it coming down here. So I ended up getting this one with the money I had for that. So I have the Sony A7 III for a camera, which is a really nice picture quality camera. But I have to take that back and fix it, as you guys all know. So I'll be using my Canon 70D for a little while, and the picture won't look as good. But like you can, if you get the setup nice, and you have like, if you're doing video, just have like a nice background. Like I made my background like lit up in the back, so we have something there. Just because if you look at like when I first started doing the live streams, it just didn't look good. It didn't look right. But if you make it look, pleasing, and you have, the most important thing, even if you don't have a good video, is to have good audio. So it sounds like you already have some good audio. So I would just, try to set something up and just go for it. Hello, Chrissy Waves. Gluten-free bread. Oh, I don't even change channels on my TV. I just, I go on and I either go to Netflix or Hulu or Amazon Prime, Disney, because it's free right now. That's weird. If there was nobody in the stream, I would not. I know when you first start a channel, you got to get used to that. And when I do Twitch, sometimes there's nobody in there. And oftentimes there's only like a handful of people in there, 4 or 5 people in there. So it is kind of weird. So this is nice, but I never did live streams until I already had a fairly large following. So, well, Disney is free for a year if you have, if you have your phone service through Verizon, then you get it for free. So I do have Verizon, so I got it for free to see The Mandalorian, and I haven't watched anything else on there since. Yeah. No, I didn't make oatmeal pancakes, but I have made pancakes with just a banana and oat flour and vegan milk. Yes. So it sounds very, very similar, and they're really good. I've made waffles like that. You just want me to do a recipe? I've done lots of recipes. My last video had recipes in it. A bunch of them. I remember seeing Bambi when I was a little kid in the theater with my brother and my mom. Sometimes I buy dough at Wegmans, but normally it's really easy to make your own. So, yeah, I'll just throw that together real quick. Hey, stop that licking out there. You could have your own yeast, Stacy, if you make your own sourdough starter. All the stores are out of yeast. Yeah, because everybody's trying to make their own breads and stuff right now. I noticed that flour, everybody was out of flour. Would you ask a hunter if they ever watched Bambi? Would I ask? I mean, I wouldn't not ask. Yeah, stop all the licking. My dogs are good. You can see the legs of one of them right now. You found a packet of sourdough starter. What'd you think? Well, you still got to use that. I mean, you don't need it. They're just trying to make money on it for using their strain of it. But yeah, you don't need that. All you need is flour and water. But, you know, if you get flour and water, you can throw that in there. You make a pizza crust look so easy to form. What's the trick? I've made thousands of pizzas throughout the years working at pizza places when I was younger. Yeah, I mean, it's easy. You just, we'll do a video. We should do like an interactive video like Craig was talking about where we make pizza one of these days with everyone. You got yours at Sprouts. I filmed a video at Sprouts like twice. And I have no idea where that footage is because I don't think I have a video on YouTube at Sprouts. And I know I filmed it. Let me see. Vegan. No. That's so weird. My friend was on roller skates in one of the videos, and I must never have... I don't even know where the footage is. When's the last time I went to Blockbuster? Oh man, I don't know. A long time ago. It's interesting how many vegan YouTubers live in Syracuse area. Well, John and me started out a long time ago, and then I convinced him to start his own channel. Craig already had a channel when I met him. I made Rachel's channel for her, and I also made Josh's channel for him. So 1, 2. So all of them have to do with me getting them to make channels, except for Craig. It's not that big of a city, no. Syracuse has, Syracuse has a vegan community. And back in the day, they had like the hardcore scene, which there was a lot of straight edge vegan people in that scene. And over the years, now there's Facebook groups, vegan communities and stuff. And there's get-togethers and potlucks and, bowling stuff and meeting up at animal sanctuaries and stuff like that. I don't know that the packet will speed up the process or not. I don't think it will. I make homemade bread. My dad actually makes a bunch of homemade wine. Yeah, we have a video where we're making vegan gravy from scratch. Oh, you found yeast on Amazon? You're from New York City but would like to move upstate. Well, I lived in New York City and then I moved upstate. Hi, Laura. How's it going? Wait, hold on. I gotta look something up here real quick. What? Wait, what happened to Josh Groban's dog? Closest Wegmans is 8.5 hours away. Wow, that sucks. My closest Whole Foods is 2 hours away. If I want to go to Albany. We should do a vegan meetup. Well, it'd have to be a social distancing meetup. That's kind of what we're doing right now. We're doing our social distancing meetups. Craig's parents, they don't have a channel. "90 miles from Syracuse." That's about where Rochester. Rochester is about 90 miles from me. And my brother has a channel, yes. And you haven't given up on them. I'll tell them that. They have not made any new videos. I think he got discouraged. I was also hoping there was going to be another Veg Fest. I don't know if that's going to happen now, because there's a lot of planning that goes into those, and nobody really wants to take on the task of planning and have like because there is talk about like it's going to come in waves. Everything's going to be good again, and then it's going to hit back up. So I think people are afraid to, put down like money where they have a potential to lose it all. It sucks. You tripped out when you told me that. When told you what? Do you know who Limmy is? Limmy? Limmy. No. I love bowling too. We should have a vegan bowling meetup. I mean, we already did one, but we should do like another one with everybody that can make it. No, we don't have a Whole Foods 45 minutes away. The closest Whole Foods from me is in Albany. And then the next closest is in Buffalo. And they're both, Albany's a little bit closer. Albany's 2 hours away. But other than that, we don't have any. Limey? Lemmy and Limey. Who's Limey? Lemmy. Metal band? Oh, we're over an hour here. Looking up here. I've been live streaming all day, haven't I? Market and time, that's all you need. You had to wait 30 minutes in line. Yeah, that's... That would suck. I just bowled for the Mockingbird Farm Sanctuary. We did a video on it, and that was just maybe a month ago, maybe a little bit more than a month. Maybe it was a month. I don't know. Yeah, I know who you're talking about. Five and a half hours away. Where are you, Sean? Yeah, I'd rather play... Yeah, before I go back on to play some more WoW, I'd rather play EverQuest. I wouldn't say I'm good at bowling, but I bowled like a 120 or 130. So, I mean, I can get strikes and stuff, but... I mean, if I played like straight for a few hours, I'd probably get... it'd probably come back to me. But I used to be on a bowling league when I was a little kid. Back in the 80s. You know, rocking the arcade, the bowling alley, Sunday mornings. Your highest score is 240. I think that's a really good score. I think my highest score I ever got was like, I think 221. So not as good as you got, but that was a long time ago. Whereas your guess is as good as mine. I don't know. Roller skating is better than bowling. What? No. Skateboarding. The one thing I don't like about bowling is I don't like getting all the germs on my hand. I'm always washing my hands. Yeah, John doesn't bowl because of his back. Have you ever seen a clear resin bowling ball with a rose in it? Yes, I have. It was in was it in Kingpin? Was it Kingpin or was it Buffalo 66? I mean, either way, they got some good bowling scenes. Yeah, you don't want to get a Munson. Oh, the company wanted to know what I thought of these, so I showed this Mezcla. I don't know if that's how you say it, but it looks like how you say it. These I showed these in my recent video, and this one is Peruvian cocoa peanut butter. So I had to try a piece to tell them because they wanted to know how I felt about it, and I'm like, I haven't tasted it yet, but I'm going to taste it. I actually just tasted it before I went live. And it's good. It's like a bunch of ancient grains and a chocolatey peanut butter, Peruvian chocolate. And they got 3 different flavors that they sent me. They're really good. Kingpin and Big Lebowski and Buffalo 66. I'm the dude. You can hear that? You can hear the crunch? Crunch, crunch. What are the ingredients? Don't ask me that. Look how small that is. If you can't see that, you're going to have to Google it. Because the lighting in my eyes and trying to read this right now, it ain't going to work. Too small. It is. It's kind of like a Rice Krispie treat, but instead of Rice Krispies, it's like different grains. But it's not like bitter or anything. It's really good. It is. It's gluten-free. I'm the dude, man. Oh man, I'm gonna have another piece. Late night ASMR. It's surprisingly good, but I don't think it's shockingly good. It is good. I can't say anything bad about it. The Big Lebowski is really good. I don't need to watch it again right now because I just watched it like a few months ago. Disgustingly good. The bar is, and they have a hot cocoa flavor too, or a hot chocolate or something. It's Mezcla. And you can find him on Instagram, Eat Mezcla. All gone. I'm just saying, if you see him in the store and you're wondering, pick one up. Yeah, I posted it on my Insta story today. I posted it before I tried it. But now I can say that I tried it and it is good. It is good. It's good. It's good. There we go. Had to do that. What could I watch tonight? What's a good... I gotta find something to watch. I know we've gone over a ton of stuff in the previous videos to watch. I'm halfway through Ozark, but Rachel was watching that too, so I gotta find something else to watch. The fruit roll-up-y thing I ate earlier. It wasn't a fruit roll-up. It tasted like a fruit roll-up. But that was in the Vegan Cuts box right here. It's called Rind. And it really does taste like that. But all it is like dehydrated. Oh, they have other things in here too. So I had the strawberry, but it looks like they have apple and... what is it, pear maybe? Apple and pear? But there was a strawberry one in here that I tried. And it's really, it tasted like... Nation states? No. Oh, that's really good. How did they make that taste that good? Children shouldn't play with dead things. I did watch Dark. This movie called It. That's good. Maybe I'll look into it. The Vegan Society's video from when I was born. See? I was born in a significant time. Rotten is a great Netflix investigative documentary series on food and how it's produced. Oh, yeah, I do remember that. No, I'm actually not hungry. I don't need to make dinner. But Stacy was asking about it. I had to pull one out and see if it tasted good still from a few hours ago. And it was still good. You got the freeze-dried bananas. Zcons? I can't even pronounce that. Osho documentary? No, I haven't. I was watching Shameless. I'm probably on like, there's a lot of seasons. I'm probably on season 6 or 7 or after Frank pretty much dies and comes back. I don't know. You would think that I would really like Suspiria, but I don't know. Dario Argento was a great collaborator with George Romero, and they use some of his music and everything, but I don't know about Suspiria. How do I have time to live stream every night? I make the time. This is my job. YouTube's my job, so I just make the time to do it. But I try to keep it down to like at least under 2 hours. Yes, I like the dried mango from Trader Joe's. They're really good. Let me hold on. Some of the stuff, like I feel like I have seen it, but I don't know. No, I guess not. I haven't seen Occupied. The Rain is good, where the rain, if you get hit by the rain, it would kill you or something. Altered Carbon, I stopped watching after the first episode. Other people told me to keep watching. Homeland. Of course, Black Mirror. Yes, I'm a Cyborg. I liked Cyborg when it first came out. Van Damme. Now I'd probably look at it and be like, what? Anthony season 1 is so good. Anthony season 1. I haven't had the spicy mangoes. Yeah, I liked Contact with Jodie Foster. I actually saw that in the movie theater when it came out. I think I was living in Florida at the time. Do people I grew up with watch your channel? Not that I know of. I think every now and again somebody says they've seen my channel, but I don't think so. Always Sunny or The Office is always a good one, but I want to see something that I haven't seen. Oh, I also have to finish American Horror Story. I think I'm like on the last one. I watched the cult one. I didn't watch. There was one about like 1984 or something, or 1980s. I didn't see that one. Atypical. I do like Michael Rappaport. Yeah, Contact. She didn't go anywhere. Or did she? So cool. Blade Runner Final Cut. Is that the new one with, it's got Jared Leto in it? I did see that. The 2049, which is way better. Yep, that's him. Blade Runner 2049. That's only in 29 years. Michael Rappaport plays such a good dad. He's so funny. Have you seen his videos about social distancing? They're so funny. They shot a scene from Nightmare on Elm Street. Oh, the 2010 version down the street. See, I can't even look over there. Yeah, that was a flop, the Nightmare on Elm Street remake. It just didn't have the same spark it had when it first came out. But it's so, I don't know. Nightmare on Elm Street is weird. Because it was one of my favorites when I was growing up, and everybody wanted to be Freddy and stuff, and scary like Freddy and everything. But then, really when you're, back then nobody thought anything of it. But nowadays you think about like what Freddy is and what he did, and you're like, I don't want to be Freddy for Halloween. Requiem for a Dream, yeah, that was a good twisted movie. Yeah, very, very loosely based on a true story. What is Freddy and you gotta look it up. Freddy did one of the worst crimes. He was a Chester. There you go. Not just a child murderer, but another M word. So, yeah. They burned him down. They killed him. So, Yeah, so nowadays, back then nobody thought anything of it. Really, we didn't. I didn't. Like in the 80s. So, but isn't the dude that played the new Freddy the same dude that played Rorschach? Do it. Rorschach from The Watchmen. I think it is. I liked him in Watchmen. You're going to have to look up what he did. I don't want to talk about it. I kind of already said what he did. And he was very young when I got him. The scariest movie with demons that I ever seen. I don't know, because they don't really scare me. The scariest movie with demons. I mean, I'm sure I was scared when I was a little kid, but like now I'm trying to think. I don't know. Maybe The Conjuring was pretty good. Maybe The Conjuring. The Ring, if you consider that a demon. I mean, a lot of movies scared me when I was a little kid, but looking back now, like I can't get that same nostalgia of being scared like I used to have. Yeah, I think it is. It's the dude from the Bad News Bears. My all-time favorite horror movie is Bram Stoker's Dracula. It wasn't scary, but it's my favorite horror movie. And what movie scared me the most? Well, when I was little, Nightmare on Elm Street scared me a lot when I was little. But looking back at it now, it doesn't scare me. In recent times, I think only because, going into the theater with with the mindset that I'm going to pretend that this is all real and put myself in their position, basically suspend reality and enjoy the movie. I really think that The Ring was pretty scary, especially the very last scene when, that was pretty scary, I thought. But when I was little, Nightmare on Elm Street scared me because, I was a kid. Freddy killed kids, and you have to sleep. So Catch-22, you have to sleep. You can't say, "Oh, I'm just not going to do that anymore because I'm scared." You had a Chucky doll that you slept with every night. Yeah, The Grudge was another one that was very similar to The Ring that I also thought was pretty well done and scary. Texas Chainsaw Massacre, where she's standing right on the porch and he just like comes out. Yeah. But looking back on that, if you were like, if you were really trained in self-defense, like he didn't have any superpowers, like you could probably survive. Not everybody, but some of us. Sleeping in the tub like in I Am Legend. I wasn't really a fan of Candyman. I mean, I like the concept and the idea. That was like a little bit later. I loved, when I was little, Friday the 13th, Nightmare on Elm Street, Halloween. I mean, those were movies that were around when I was little. Lost Boys was just like a cool movie. I'm like, oh my god, a vampire. It wasn't scary, it was cool. The Thing. I love The Thing. Oh, and you know what else? You know, my dad has a good point at this. They're not like, they're more suspenseful kind of horror, but like Alien. Like you're in a place where you have got nobody to save you. You're out in the middle of nowhere. And you got something on there that you have no idea what to do with it, and it's killing people. That's pretty scary. Then M. Night Shyamalan started making scary. Oh, and The Shining is pretty good. Room 237. Yeah, I like the one with the Jessica Biel. Texas Chainsaw. That would have been me. I was the one that would dress up as somebody scary to scare my little brothers and sister. The Shining is your favorite horror. It's very well done. It's a good movie. So when I was little, I'll say, I think it might have been The Fog or whatever, but that's not what we called it. Maybe it was a different movie, but here's what happened in it. And, you know, I was always like so afraid of this, but I think there was kids on a school bus, either that or I was on a school bus when my friends were telling me the story, but I think they went through some weird fog or something, and then they had like black fingernails, and if they touched you, like you either died or you turned into one of them or something. It was really scary. It was a really scary concept when I was a little kid, but was that The Fog, or was that something? I mean, we're talking way back in the day in the 80s. And there was another one that I never saw the movie, but just looking at the cover for the movie at the movie rental store scared me, and that was Silent Night, Deadly Night. Mayhem, I think it's. Are you responding to my black fingernails? Oh, I know what you're talking about with the Serbian film. I did like 30 Days Night. Yeah, that was a good movie. I liked that the vampires were so ancient they spoke some unknown language. What's my favorite unintentionally funny horror movie? I used to always do, like, if I wanted to watch a horror movie and it was scaring my brothers or my sister, like when I was little, I would try to pretend that it was fun. I'm like, look at, he's so funny. Look at him. And they'd start like, you know, like crying, laughing. I'm like, no, look at him. He's funny. I'd have to think about that one. What are you doing? No. Come on. Nope. Too many cords over there. Come over here. If you want to talk to people, you can't do it on that side. Quiet Place was good. Yelling out loud as hard as you can into the mirror in the dark. I've done it. What am I looking at? I hated The Hills Have Eyes. The remake was terrible. That was the one movie that I criticized for, like, if you can do the worst possible, dumbest thing in a movie, that had an A+ for that. So, Dark Fingernails, The Children. Thank you, Dominic. The Children. Well, that was scary for me when I was little. The one thing that I remembered about The Omen, well, two of them. One dude was locked in the car, and the car went out of control. And I always thought that if I got in a car, that would happen. And I'd always be asking my mom and dad, "Is it okay? Because I don't want to go out of control." And they're like, "You're not going to go out of control." I'm like, "Okay, I don't believe you, but okay." And then the other one was when the dude fell through the ice on the ice skating pond, and he was like looking up, trying to get up, and like that was traumatizing to me. I'm like, oh my God. That was like one of those things where like I couldn't look away, but it was really traumatizing. It was just a movie, but I'm like, oh my God. I thought Silent Hill was really good for the first 10 minutes. I'm like, oh, this movie. Thoughts on the new It movies? This might be an unpopular opinion, but I don't like the original, and I didn't like the remake. I didn't see the second one, but the remake, I did see that. I didn't like it, and I didn't like the original. But I like Stephen King. I just didn't like it. I didn't like the movie. Yeah, Damien the Omen. Like Damien. Of course, yes, I've seen Zombieland. That was a good one. Double tap. And the star character, Woody Harrelson, is a vegan. I've seen Freddy vs. Jason. You know, the first maybe 3, maybe 4 Friday the 13th were pretty good, but then they just, you know, they overdid it, I think. Yeah, Jim, I remember reading about that. The town that dreaded sundown. Oh, I still do that today. Like when I get in my car, I'm looking in the back seat, because you never want to start driving and then have somebody be in the back seat, whether it's a horror movie or just somebody trying to carjack you or anything. Just look in the back. Oh, he's got a weird story about when that happened to him. Don't watch part 2 of it. Okay, I won't. Warlock was a campy one. So was, what, Pumpkinhead? I thought Jeepers Creepers was pretty good too. Just don't Google any background information from the director. And the other thing was like, and I've seen memes like this recently too, where people are like, I thought quicksand was going to give me more of a problem when I got older. And it's so funny because all these movies with quicksand that I would watch, that I was seriously, I would, like, that meme hit home so hard because I used to ask my mom, I'm like, I'd ask her like a million questions about quicksand. And she'd be like, no, I don't think you're ever going to have a problem with quicksand. I'm like, yeah, but how would I get out? Like, I'd probably die. I don't want to die. I don't want to fall in quicksand. But, you know, they have quicksand in the Never-Ending Story. Artax. Quicksand in the Beastmaster. I mean, he almost lost his ferrets, too, in the quicksand. But he got them. No spoilers. What's the other thing besides quicksand that I was going to say for 80s? I had it in my head, and then it was quicksand and what's the creepiest thing I have seen? Probably that ghost story that I tell of the girl that came out from the cornfield when we were driving to college, to school that morning. That'd probably be the creepiest. I love Monster Squad, one of my favorite movies. I'm so glad they made Monster Squad. It was like, you know, Goonies, but like horror related. It was awesome. There was something else. Yeah, or Artex gave up. You think I have PTSD from those movies? You've lived in the country 5 years and you've seen something that was absolutely... What did you see? You fell in quicksand. Did you think it was all over, Anthony? Monsters, Inc. I skimmed through that last night when I was looking through things to watch. Wait, you want me to tell the cornfield? I feel like I've told the story like 10 times. I feel like people are going to hate me for saying it too many times. The guy that hit Stephen King died on Stephen King's birthday. And he bought the car that hit him to keep fans from buying it. I went to his house, Stephen King's house. Have I ever been to a haunt? Yes, my friend Cody. I just did a video on it last Halloween. We went to. I go through the haunt before it actually is open, and then we do it again later on. But yeah, my friend that does the zombie makeup on my channel has been working at a haunt for years. I forget the name of it, and I don't even really. I just remember. I think I liked it, but I'd have to watch it again. I don't even really remember what it was about, but I think it was. I always get them mixed up. I always get Gary Busey and Nick Nolte mixed up. Does anybody see the connection? For some reason I would get, but I think it's Nick Nolte. And was it called like Night Shift or something? Does anybody? Maybe I could just Google it. I like it when you guys know the answers. Was it Night Shift or maybe it's something else? Maybe that's not the right movie. Nick Nolte. Oh, Night Watch. Night Watch with Nick Nolte. Is that even the movie I'm talking about? Maybe it is. Warm Bodies. Yes, I remember that. The zombie one, right? Where he's kind of like can think. I've spent like several live streams talking about the aliens and experiences with like UFOs and my dad's experience with UFOs. But if you didn't see it yet and you want to hear a really legit UFO story, watch the UFO interview that I have with my dad from last summer fall on the main channel, Being Zombie. Zootopia. Rachel was watching that the other day. I saw that a while ago, or at least most of it. All right, I'm backed up on questions here. So Janelle says, please tell it. Are we talking about Julie or me? I want to hear Julie's story. Wait, what we saw, totally sober people here, and it was either an alien or an AI or an alien. Wait, what did you see and when and where? And what did it look like? All right, after I get to the bottom of this, I'll tell my story and then we'll call it a night. It has to be a mile from your house. I did see the fourth kind. And I was disappointed because it was my friend Rachel told me to watch it. And she's like, oh my God, you got to watch this. It was like a true story and everything. But at the end, I found it wasn't a true story. So I was like, are you kidding me? So I was disappointed with it. It wasn't true. Wait, I'll have to read that another. So you saw something that looked like an ant. I must have missed some of what you said, Julie. I'm scrolling back up to see if you said something. Oh no, you didn't. At least I didn't get it. I'd like to hear it though. Silver Bullet, love Silver Bullet. Everybody mixes up Nolte and, you know. I always thought, I can't play it now because I would be demonetized. But the song by the Cranberries and the Daffodil Lament. And when she starts singing, if anybody knows the song, there's a part that sounds like she's singing Nick Nolte, but she's saying looks lovely, and the daffodils look lovely today, look lovely, but it sounds like she's saying Nick Nolte, so you get the hint. He based the main character in his novel Dark Tower after the guy that hit him. Brian, are they friends now? I mean, are they good? Oh no, you said he died. So obviously they're not friends. What did I just read here? Wait. Produce says Nick Nolte and Gary Busey are the same person. Yeah, Hobo with a Shotgun was the movie that we were promoting for my French Toast video, where we do a whole zombie skit, and it was promoting Hobo with a Shotgun, Rucker Hauer, which I had the poster right up here for the longest time. My electricity bill is... It's sometimes, I mean, you know, the winters here suck and my house isn't that well insulated. So sometimes the electricity bill is a lot higher. In the summer, it's pretty decent. Yep, love Coast to Coast. Mac and me cheese soup. Oh, we should make a mac and me. I should make like a mac and me meal. Like a mac and me mac and cheese or something. And like an ET, I don't know. We could, yeah, maybe I'll do that. Mac and me mac and cheese. It's midnight there. Oh my God, that's, yeah. Look forward to the witching hour. I'm almost here. I like Beetlejuice. Okay, so, let's see. I'm trying to get caught up here. There was something, you can't explain it, by the cornfield by your road. I'm freaking inside. I'm freaking inside. I could see that. I used to think so many songs were completely different lyrics. I'm sure a lot of people thought that, but so many. Oh, thank you, Julie. Like my recipes. Jim Walsh says, I remember a caller from a military base who was frantically talking about aliens. It might have been the Arbel show, and there was a guy that called in, said that he used to work at the Area 51, and he was frantically talking about it, and their whole radio station got shut down. The movie promoted... What movie promoted McDonald's? Oh, Mac and Me. It was an obviously it was trying to like rip off and ride the coattails of E.T. and it didn't work. Do you have to let it linger? Exactly. Linda says Mac and Me is the worst. Mac and Me was a long McDonald's curtain. Yeah. I haven't seen it in a long time, so. I haven't really listened to anything new lately, Julie. There's only 8 likes? That can't be right. 106 people on and 8 likes. Well, if it is true, everybody go hit the like button, and then I'll tell the story. I'll tell the story about the creepiest thing I ever saw. Hearing a pack of coyotes in the middle of the night is creepy, and it's even creepier when you start howling with them. Oh, I'm just kidding. Dr. Marsh says, what got me watching these is when I checked my phone at 3 a.m. and you were live. It's just a recording of me live. I'm actually sleeping right now. The pod people. We have 70. We have 109 people watching. If we can get it to 100, I will tell that story. Oh, we have dislikes in this? I wonder what I said to get the dislikes. I mean, they'll help me out anyway, so I don't really care, but whoever wanted to dislike my stream, whatever. Just click off. I'm going to click on... No, wait, that's not even it. What? That's not... I just want to go to my channel real quick and see, because I can't see my own live stream. It won't show me. We have 75. We just need a few more. Everybody just go up and hit the like button. Don't hit the dislike button. You hit the wrong one. Go switch it up. And then I'll tell you guys the creepiest story again. I've told the story a bunch of times, so I'm sure a bunch of you are probably like, I don't want to hear this again. Dislike. We're all dreaming the same dream. I'll be dreaming my dreams with you. It's a cranberries kind of night. We all got to turn that cranberries up. You will bread slap the people who dislike this with some vegan bologna. I don't know. Maybe we're not going to get the likes. I was just hoping that maybe Oh, we have 82. Just a few more. We can do this. You don't get notices until you're on for like 15 minutes. Yeah, I was talking to my friend Christelle today, Vegan Makeup Share, and she said she never got, because I mentioned her in the video earlier today. She never got a notification on YouTube or Instagram. I posted it on Instagram too. So it's kind of frustrating. It's funny too because there's definitely enough people watching, but I guess people are just like, nah, I don't want to hear that story. I'm not gonna freaking give you a like. You sound, Darth, you sound like, what, Adam Sandler? 89, we only need 11 more. We can do this. If you double thumb, then you unthumb it. Yep. A lot of people aren't getting notifications. Yeah, we're going to have to do this, guys. We got to get to 100 in the next 5 minutes, and then I got to tell the story, and then I got to get going. Got to hang out with my dogs for a little bit. So, if you guys enjoy my videos, give me a thumbs up. Go over there, thumbs up it, and then I'll tell you guys my a scary story, a creepy story, to answer one of your questions. What was the creepiest thing I ever saw? And this is it, or at least it's the first thing that came to my mind. I mean, I've seen videos on YouTube that are pretty creepy. Like, have you guys seen that one where they're out in the middle of nowhere on a dark dirt road and they see this like hunchback witch just kind of running at them and they're just driving in reverse? That was pretty creepy. I'm not going to lie. Chris, did you know that the actors who play Klaus and Stefan on the Vampire Diaries are vegan in real life? I thought Damon was also a vegan. Ian Somerhalder, is he not? He's an environmentalist, which, you know, like, the best way to be an environmentalist is to go vegan. We're at 94. We only need 6 more, guys. 6 more likes. We can do this. 95. The vegan dilly bar? What? The Blair Witch Project. Nuke's Top 5 is the best channel for creepy ghost stories. I'll have to go check it out. You know what? I probably already listened to a bunch of them because if it's one of the top ones out there, then I've definitely probably watched some of them. Add love story to get us girls. Well, Dracula is perfect because Dracula is the perfect horror movie and love story all in one. Oh, we only need 2 more. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, I didn't know Paul Wesley was vegan. Yeah, I got some cute pups, that's for sure. Beyond Creepy is the top paranormal YouTube channel. I'll check that out. I started one of those channels years ago. I gotta start working on it. Can't Stop Lying. It says, as I recall, I clicked the bell long ago. There was 3 options. One said something like all notifications. Yeah, there's personal, and then there's what? None. Oh man. Okay, so we're at 100. Are we at 105? Let me refresh it. No, it says we're at 97. We only need 3 more. We only need 3 more likes. Thumbs up. The throwback pic on my Instagram of Indy, the one where he's hanging out of the car. We only need 3 people to go over and be like, all right, fine. But then again, That's like almost 100% of the people watching. So, all right. You know what? Let's see. What are we at here? We're at 97. All right, that's good enough. I want it to be at 100 by the time I'm done telling this story. All right, okay, so there I was. It was the summer of 1998. It was a summer morning, real early in the morning, and I was going to college at the time, and I was going to college with one of my best friends, and we decided to go for the same thing. So we would take turns carpooling to the school. It was about 45 minutes away. I lived with my parents at the time in a small remote town, about half an hour outside of Syracuse, and he was running late, and I've always been a very punctual person, so I'm like, hurry up, get here, man, I'm going to drive myself. He's like, no, I'm almost there. So he pulls in my driveway. It's about 7:15, which means we need to hurry up there in order to get there on time, because I hated, walking into class last. I like to get, like, my favorite seat, which was in the back, like, I'm so OCD about these things. So I'm like, hurry up, let's go. So we're driving, and we go the back roads, and we go up this road called Salt Springs Road, and it's a very windy road. And back then, there wasn't a lot of houses on it. There are more houses on it now, but it's a lot of like farmland, a lot of cornfields and just open fields and forest trees. Really beautiful in the fall and even in the summer. But we're talking about early summer, and there was a lingering fog that was coming off of the cornfield, because it was early in the morning, earlier than I like to get up. And we are flying in his Cadillac, He saved up all his money, and he bought this white used Cadillac, and we're just flying up the hills and the turns. And as we were going by this cornfield in the middle of nowhere, this girl, I would say 13 or 14, runs out in front of us. She's wearing overalls, and she's got long hair, and she just runs out in front of us, kind of like waving her arms. And we barely missed her. As he's driving, he kind of just goes and just missed her. And I looked back, and there was something about her I wanted to say that was at the tip of my tongue, but I didn't say anything. I just kind of was like, should we stop? No, we can't. We're going to be late. Should we stop? And like, if you took me now and that happened, I would absolutely stop. But we didn't stop, and that is what I regret. I regret that we didn't stop. But we didn't. We didn't stop. We just kept going. And I just thought that the one thing that was weird was just because we were going so fast in the car. And this is, before Google was a thing. The internet was very primitive back then. So it wasn't like you could just go Google anything, because Google didn't exist. There was no YouTube. There's none of that. So I remember looking in the newspaper and on the news to see if anybody was missing or kidnapped or lost or anything like that. Because it really bothered me for, the fact that we didn't stop. And, I really do regret that we didn't stop, but we didn't. And, for the next about week, I was always looking in the paper. Did anything? Nothing came in the paper or anything. 10 years later, exactly 10 years later, 2008, I'm living in Washington, D.C. I was a special investigator down there, and I'm living in my apartment with my roommate, and I also had some friends that were visiting that day that lived down there too, but they were my friends from up here, which really has nothing to do with the story, but they were talking about ghost stories. And as one of my friends said something about a ghost story, it just rattled my brain, and it made me think of that day that happened, that I never said anything about. And something just clicked, and a light bulb went on in my head, and I said, well, I don't know if this is a ghost story, but this is what happened to me. And I told the whole story that I just told you, but the one thing that I left out, because I just thought it was weird, and we were going so fast. The girl didn't have a face. There was no face. There was no mouth. There was no eyes. She just came out, and there was like just a bunch of hair, and she just came out like this. And I just thought maybe it was a blur because we were going so fast, but that would not be the case unless you were in like a rocket ship. So I ended up, so my friend at that moment asked me, I never mentioned the road I was on, and she goes, was it Salt Springs Road? And I'm like, yeah, it was. She goes, oh my God, my grandpa used to tell me a story of somebody from that road that was hit by a car, got in a bad accident and died on that road when she was a little girl. And this was like 40 or 50 years ago. And people have reported weird things on that road, after that and everything. And then I looked at some things. I'm a skeptic, but I did research some things about spirits and spiritual world and that kind of thing. And they did say something like sometimes when spirits try to come back into the world, they can't quite get it right. Like they can't remember exactly what they look like or whatever. So they might appear to be floating because they don't have feet, or they might not have hands, or they might not have a face. And that's exactly what I saw. And I am not exaggerating. I'm not lying. This is what happened, and it was creepy. Years later, my brother's friend that lived in our neighborhood got in an accident and died on that road, that same road. And we got in an accident on that road. I was with one of my friends and John's ex-girlfriend at the time, and we got in an accident on that road. So there's something to be said about that road. But anyway, that's my story. It really happened. That's the other thing. There's so many different ways that I can get to my parents' house. And every time I go there, if I'm going that direction, I always go down that road. I always want to see if I can see the same thing again. And I've done a video there where I actually the video that I showed shows the road that I was on, and I stop at that exact point. I'd love to go back there again and see something happen. But yeah, I always go down that road when I can. Could I ever get the girl drawn up? I mean, I know what she looked like, yeah. Short sleeve shirt, overalls, long black hair. I mean, I'm not the best at drawing like a sketch of what it was, but... Oh, yeah, I could do that. I could contact Ghost Adventures. I was thinking about just doing my own, because there's also another really famous place around here, not very close to the story I just told you, but in the Syracuse area, there's a place, you can Google it too. It's very famous. It's called 13 Curves. And it said that there was a young, newly married couple that got in an accident there and they died. And some people have said they've seen the ghost of the girl, of the bride, crawling up the side of the ravine or something. And I've done videos there. I've gone the 13 Curves. It's pretty scary, like just creepy, but I've never seen anything. All right, guys. Well, I think... Let's see. I just want to see. Did we do it? Oh, we got 100 likes, so thank you. It all worked out. I never did. I never looked into the girl that died there because, I mean, when I was looking into it, Mrs. Nightmare, it was, like I said, the internet was so primitive, and I just haven't gone back to look into that. And my friend told me this, so I've never confirmed it other than what she told me. But, with that, I will say goodnight to you all, and stay safe and watch out for zombies and ghosts. And I'll talk to you guys tomorrow.